You may have thought you knew everything about Rhode Island up until this moment. Now, he recently released a book called Secret Rhode Island, where he shares excuse me, the coolest and possibly weirdest hidden facts about our little state. Joining us today is author Bob Curley. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, my pleasure.
Okay, so first of all, excuse me, I'm like losing my voice this morning. There are 4 categories in the book. Let's start off with the first one. It's what's weird in this book.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird in here. I think one of the cool things which we were talking about earlier is a house called Clingstone, which is off the coast of Jamestown.
Yes.
And what's weird about that house is not a lot of people see it when they go through the bay. It sits on a little rock, but it's actually shingled on the outside and the inside because the original owner, the house was close to a military base where they were shooting cannons off.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I've wanted to go, and actually it's on the cover. If you can see the cover of the book, it's on the cover of the book before. People have probably gone over the bridge a million times, looked down in the water and seen this house sitting on the rock and never realized what exactly it really is.
Right.
Very cool. What is wonderful in this book?
Wonderful. There's there's a lot of cute stories in the book, but one of the things that is at the Roger Williams Park Zoo.
Okay.
There's a statue which a lot of people have seen called the Sentinel, which is a dog, which a lot of kids. It's been rubbed so much that it's kind of gotten shiny.
Yes. Everybody has to have their picture taken.
So, but the story behind that is actually that in the mid 19th century, that dog saved a family from a fire, and in gratitude, the owners of the dog had that statue commissioned.
Really?
So that's been sitting there. It was originally in front of the house in Providence, and then they moved it to the zoo.
I had no idea. Everybody who comes to Rhode Island, everybody goes to the zoo. You've always had your picture taken on that.
Yep.
Now, one of the things, back to weird in the book, it says civil disturbance caused by pasta.
Yeah,
what is that all about?
It's a great story. So it was called the Providence Pasta Riot, and so up on Federal Hill at the time, and this is like 1914, I believe, there was a store called Ventrone's, and they were the local Italian American population accused them of selling American-made pasta as Italian pasta, and it actually rose to the level where there were running battles between the rioters and the police, and gunfire.
Wow!
Luckily, nobody was killed, but it was a serious riot about pasta.
And also under that same category, it says tomatoes are poisonous myth.
Yeah, there was a guy named Cornet in Newport. So the tomato, which you may know, is a member of the nightshade family, which is poisonous. So in the early 19th century, a lot of people believed that the tomato was in fact poisonous. Right. So this guy had lived in Italy. He knew that the tomato was not poisonous. So to prove to his Newport neighbors that it was not poisonous, he would go out actually in the public square and eat tomatoes.
Now, one of the other things too that's in the book, and obviously we see it all the time, there have been a ton of stories on it, is the building that we call the Superman building.
Correct. Yeah, and there's a few things like that in the book about why is this thing called this, right? Why are New York system wieners that instead of Rhode Island system wieners?
Sure.
The Superman building, of course, everybody knows it. Nobody even calls it its real name because it actually resembles the Daily Planet building from the original Superman series
in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, it's originally Los Angeles City Hall. Yeah, that's the real one.
And one of the other things obscure, the sideburns.
Yeah, so our former governor and Civil War general, Ambrose Burnside, if you've ever seen a picture of him, he's got crazy button chops.
Right.
So originally, so he was one of the first people to wear that hairstyle, and originally people took that style and called them Burnsides, and then over time they became known as sideburns.
I love this. I love all of these things. It's a perfect gift for the holidays. Bob, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
If you would like to purchase a copy of Secret Rhode Island, head on over to Roadshow.com.